New York Mets have finally signed a center fielder, and it is Albert Almora Jr. This video, I'm going to talk about the Albert Almora signing, my reaction to it, and what it means, because what I think is very fascinating about picking somebody like Albert Almora over Jackie Bradley is the difference in pay. So that means that the Mets are once again saving a lot of money with this signing, hopefully going to allocate that money in other areas. If you guys like this video talking about the latest Mets signing and what it means to the team, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, what do you think about the Albert Almora Jr. signing, and what should the Mets do next? And if you're new here, make sure to subscribe, makes my day. Always love to talk to you guys in the comment section. So let's talk about Albert Almora. Alright, so when you see the Mets sign Almora, and you're like, alright, well, let's see how he did last year. You pull up the numbers and you're like, he batted 167 in 2020. Oh my gosh, what are the Mets doing? Same old Will Ponds, what are the Mets doing? Oh my gosh. But what I will tell you is that when you look further, Almora, when he first came up in 2016, had 277 average. The year after that, 298, and then the year after that, 286. And I was saying, okay, well, what happened? Well, what happened was Albert Almora hit a foul ball that hit a young fan and caused permanent brain damage. And Albert Almora was distraught after that happened. Like, you saw him, he was kneeling down by home plate, and he was just like in shock. Ever since then, his offense has not been anywhere close to what it was, and it's very unfortunate. I mean, this is a guy that really has a good heart and is a good person, which I like, compared to somebody like Trevor Bauer, who's being pretty evil with the way he teased. That wasn't trolling. That was straight up messed up what Trevor Bauer did with the merchandise, emails, text messages, but we're not going to talk about him. We're talking about Almora. Regardless, that hasn't impacted Almora's defense too much. You still will see him make highlight plays, but what concerns me is that when you look at his baseball savant page, you see that there is also a downwards trend. We just talked about the downwards trend in his offense. You kind of see the same thing on defense. After having an outs above average of 10 in 2018, it went down to 3 in 2019 and was 0 in 2020. He didn't play that much in 2020, so you can't really have that many outs to make to have outs above average. But still, the fact that it's on a downwards trend is not good. One of the things that is encouraging is that Albert Almora is right-handed, so that's the first right-handed outfielder that the New York Mets have, unless you include J.D. Davis. I also believe that Albert Almora is a better defensive center fielder than Brandon Nimmo, which is what the Mets were going for here. That's the only reason why you want to sign a center fielder, was for defense. And because his bat isn't great, he's not going to start. So you still get to start Brandon Nimmo, still get to start Dominic Smith, and have good offense. But then, late in games, you could put Albert Almora in center field, move Brandon Nimmo to left field, and then Dom Smith comes out the game, because it's very late in the game. You hope he doesn't get another plate appearance, and that this bullpen could get the job done, which really should be one of the Mets' main focuses now, is really upgrading their bullpen. Since it doesn't look like they're going to give $40 million to one player again, you're going to have money to spend elsewhere, and I really believe that this Albert Almora contract really should not cost much. And the Mets can still make other pretty significant moves if they want to, whether that is in free agency or trades. There still are plenty of other players on the market. I am disappointed that the Mets are not really looking at Taijuan Walker. He's the guy I like on the starting pitching because he's young with upside compared to all these other old senior citizens who their best years are behind them. So, I don't love Jake Arrieta. We'll see what they decide doing in the rotation. Some people are thinking about maybe Justin Turner. I'm okay with that. Justin Turner has hit well year after year, so at least you know you're going to get a good bat at third base. I mean, that's the one position the Mets don't have a top 10 offensive player, according to MLB Network. There are relievers, Mark Melancon, Shane Green, Trevor Rosenthal, and others. That'll be tomorrow's video where we look at the options that are out there and what the Mets could do to try to finish off this offseason on a positive note. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and enjoy the Super Bowl. I have no dog in this fight because I'm just rooting against Tom Brady. That's why I have the Giants jacket on, just for fun. I know it's a baseball video while you're wearing football, just for fun. Calm down. Anyways, till next one, be safe, be smart, be healthy, and let's go Mets, and hopefully Tom Brady loses.